Hello dear viewers, welcome back again. Today in this session we will discuss how paracetamol drug molecule was discovered. What is the story behind the discovery of paracetamol? We will discuss in detail. You know very well, paracetamol is the best selling antipyretic and analgesic in the world. And this is the best example of a drug molecule which is discovered through a metabolite. So how it had happened, we will discuss one by one. So the story began in 1880s. Before 1880s, there was decoction of two bark. One is willow bark and second one is your cinchona bark. So the decoction of both this bark is generally used as an analgesic or antipyretic. Decoction of willow bark contain salicin, which is usually a salicylates, and cinchona bark decoction contain quinine, which is an antimalarial. So both this salicin and quinine reported to have analgesic and antipyretic activity. That's why these two drugs was used initially as analgesic antipyretic. But in 1880s, what happened? The scarcity of this willow bark and cinchona bark takes place suddenly, and thus scientific fraternity thought about the alternative methods or alternative drugs molecule which is used in place of both this decoction as an analgesic and antipyretic. So in the subsequent year, in 1886, the first analgesic antipyretic molecule was discovered, which is acetanilide, and in the following year, in 1887, another drug molecule was discovered, which is phenacetin. Both this acetanilide and phenacetin was reported to have analgesic and antipyretic activity, so they are generally used by the patient to treat the fever. But what happened? Both this drug molecule was reported to have a severe side effect. Both acetanilide and this phenacetin both was reported to have a severe side effect which is known by the name methemoglobinemia, and this is the condition where oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin gets reduced and ultimately cyanosis of the body takes place, and which is a very lethal condition in which the death of patient may takes place. So what is the reason behind this methemoglobinemia? Scientific fraternity continuously at that time was working day and night, and in 1889 it was reported by scientists that the urine of patients who are on acetanilide therapy usually have a paracetamol in its urine. And in subsequent year, in 1899, it was again confirmed that the major metabolite of this phenacetin, means this drug, its major metabolite was paracetamol, and this is also confirmed in the case of your acetanilide, that the major metabolite of this acetanilide was also paracetamol. So in the subsequent year some clinical investigation takes place, and it was related that this methemoglobinemia is caused due to this paracetamol, which is a metabolite developed within the body after taking this acetanilide and phenacetin. So it was later on concluded that this phenacetin and acetanilide, they within the body gets converted into this paracetamol, and this paracetamol is causing this methemoglobinemia in the patient who are on acetanilide and phenacetin therapy. But this is not the true story. After almost 50 years, in 1948, Brody and Axelrod, the two scientists of the United States, they again conducted a systematic study on the metabolism of this acetanilide, means on this drug. And via this systematic study, they convince all the scientific and medical fraternity along the globe that the methemoglobinemia is not caused due to paracetamol, but this methemoglobinemia is caused due to another minor metabolite, which is aniline. And what is the structure of aniline? So you will see this aniline has this structure, and this is what? A minor metabolite. And you can see both this acetanilide and phenacetin have aniline molecule in its structure. So it was later on confirmed that this phenacetin and acetanilide both converts into body into two form. First one is your major metabolite, which is paracetamol, and second one is your minor metabolite, which is aniline. So this is your aniline. So at that time, this was finally confirmed via several investigation that this aniline is responsible for this methemoglobinemia, not this paracetamol. And in 1953, two scientists, Sterling and Winthrop, they first commercially developed paracetamol, and in this way this paracetamol came into the market. And from that time onwards, the generic paracetamol have become the household names around the world and can be found in most household medicine cabinet. So this is how the molecule of paracetamol was discovered. I hope you understand this concept. Thank you.